Bonjour les étudiants. So welcome back. Hope you're doing good. So the last class we finished the exercises of lesson 3, which is cherche une correspondante. So today we'll be continuing with the opposites and the dialogues. Okay, the opposites we got 10 in this lesson for this lesson, and the dialogues we got 3 totally. Okay, so 2 dialogues and 1 letter. The C, it's actually a letter. So A, B are small dialogues. So today what we'll be doing is we'll be doing the opposites, the dialogue A and dialogue B. Okay, so the dialogue C will do it later. Okay, we'll do it later. So the next session maybe we'll do it. Okay, so it's a bit long, right? So we'll be needing one complete session for that. Okay, so hope you take notes. Okay, so take care. We'll go to the slides. So here we are, les contraires. Okay, so we got 10. So I'll just read it once, then we'll go for the meanings. Dans, dehors. On va, on vient. Cherche, trouve. Intéressant, ennuyant. Travailler, reposer. Intelligente, bête. Gai, triste. Beau, laid. Souvent, rarement. Aller, venir. So you can see the second one and the 10th one, they are repeated, okay, but in different forms. Okay, so the second and the 10th one. So the second one it's on va, on vient. So the 10th one it's aller, venir. So you got to see the difference. It's actually the same verb. Okay, the verb aller, it's an infinitive form at the 10th, and the same verb it's conjugated, okay, with on in the second one. So the same thing you got to give in the opposite. If it's conjugated for the first person, you got to conjugate for the first person also as an opposite. If it's conjugated for the second person, the same way. The third person, if it's conjugated, you got to conjugate it for the third person. Right? Voilà. So that's how you got to differentiate the verbs. Okay, the verbs you'll be having such issues. And for adjectives, it should be the masculine form, feminine form, the masculine plural, feminine plural. Okay, if masculine plural form it's asked, you got to write the masculine plural form. Okay, feminine singular form it's asked, you got to write the feminine singular form of the opposite. Oui? Voilà. So we'll go for the meanings now. Dans, dehors. Dans, which means in. Okay, in. Je suis dans ma chambre. For example, je suis dans ma chambre. Okay, in my room. Dans. Oui, dans la boîte. Dans mon sac. Oui, in. And dehors, which means outside. Outside. Oui, je suis dehors. Okay, I'm outside. Oui, dehors. You can even say or the will be placed at times after or. Oui. So dans, dehors. Oui. So in, out. Oui. In and out. The second one, on va, on vient. So the verb aller it's conjugated with on, the subject on, which means we go. Okay, on va, which means we go. So the opposite it's on vient, we are coming, we come. Okay, on va, on vient. Oui, on va à la plage, par exemple. On va à la plage. On vient chez toi. On vient chez toi. Oui, so on vient. So the third one, cherche, trouve. Okay, so careful. It's not chercher, it's cherche. The verb it's conjugated. Okay, the verb it's conjugated. You can see it's an er ending verb. So it's conjugated either in first person or the third person. We cherche. And the opposite, it's actually the verb trouver. Right? So to search, chercher means to search or to look for. Trouver, which means to find. Right? So we'll be conjugating the same way for the first person or the third person. Cherche, trouve. Right? Voilà. So fourth one, intéressant, ennuyant. Okay, intéressant, which means interesting. Ennuyant, which means boring. Okay, it's an adjective. Intéressant, you can see it's in masculine singular form. Okay, intéressant. If you add an S, it's actually masculine plural form. Okay? If you add an E, then it's like feminine singular. If you add ES, it's feminine plural. Okay, so same way we'll be doing for ennuyant, which means boring. Ennuyant. Okay, so without S, okay, without E, without ES. So intéressant means interesting, ennuyant means boring. Okay? So the fifth one, travailler. Travailler, reposer. Right? Travailler, reposer. So travailler, which means to work. Okay, travailler, which means to work. Reposer, to take rest. Okay, to take rest, it's reposer. So don't get confused with the verb rester. Okay, rester, which means to stay. Okay, often will be confused with that because they got the similar spelling. Oui, rester, but rester means to stay. Oui, so travailler, to work. Reposer, to take rest. To rest or to take rest. Right? So travailler, it's an infinitive form. You can see the verb, it's not conjugated, so it means it's an infinitive form. So you got to give the infinitive form of the opposite, so it's reposer. So both are er ending verbs. The sixth one, it's intelligente. Intelligente, bête. Okay, so intelligente, which means intelligent, and bête, which means stupid. Okay, so even you got the word stupid. Okay, the same spelling, we add an E. Okay, so here intelligent, which is intelligent, and you can see the adjective, it's in feminine singular form. After T you got an E. Okay, so intelligent, intelligent, intelligente. So bête, it's masculine, feminine, the same spelling. So bête, which means stupid. Okay, so bat means an animal. It got two meanings. Bat, which means a little animal, or stupid. Okay, voilà. So seventh one, gai, triste. Oui, gai, triste. So gai means happy. Okay, so in French, gai means happy. Triste means sad. Okay, so careful with this. We got lot of words for happy, sad in French. Okay, so listen carefully because for today's test you'll be having one word from this. Okay, so gai means happy. Heureux means happy. Heureux, which means happy even. Content, which means happy. Content, content. Content means happy also. So triste, which means sad, or you can even write mécontent. Mécontent, which means unhappy. So gai means happy. Triste, which means sad. So for triste you can even write content or heureux. That's fine. Same way for gai you can write mécontent. Mécontent. So the eighth one, beau, laid. So beau means handsome or beautiful. Okay, so beau means handsome or beautiful. So laid means ugly. Laid means ugly, and the adjective beau, it's given in masculine singular form. So the opposite should be given in masculine singular form. Okay, so beau, it's masculine singular. So feminine singular, it will be belle. Okay, B-E-L-L-E. Okay? So laid, it's masculine. So if it's feminine, we just add an E. Laide. Okay? L-A-I-D-E. That will be the feminine form. Just for beau, it will be masculine, and belle for feminine. Okay? Voilà. So the ninth one, souvent, rarement. Souvent, rarement. So souvent, which means often, and rarement means rarely. Okay? So souvent, often, rarement, it's rarely. Okay, so these are like kind of adjectives, adverbs. Okay? Adverbs. The fréquence, we say. Okay? So souvent means often, rarement means rarely. Same way like toujours, jamais. Okay? Toujours, jamais. Okay, this is souvent, rarement. So the last one, it's aller, venir. So same way like the second one. So aller, it's given in infinitive form. So we give the infinitive form of the opposite. So which is venir. So to go, to come. Okay, so we'll just read it once. Dans, dehors. On va, on vient. Cherche, trouve. Intéressant, ennuyant. Travailler, reposer. Intelligente, bête. Gai, triste. Beau, laid. Souvent, rarement. Aller, venir. Voilà. So now we'll head to the translation of dialogue A. So as I told you, so we won't be showing you the English slide. Okay, so it's actually a dictation. Okay, it will be English dictation. Okay, so the French one, it's here, the French dialogue is here. The English one, I'll just dictate, you go to take notes, right? So I'll just read it once in French, then you'll go for the translation. Dialogue A. Ajit, le professeur n'est pas dans la classe d'histoire? Joseph, non, il n'est pas là. Ajit, qu'est-ce qu'on fait alors? Joseph, on va à la cantine? Ajit, d'accord. Joseph, et voilà, une nouvelle étudiante. Ajit, quel est son nom? Joseph, je ne connais pas son nom. Oui. So when you're copying this, please copy it from your book, because in some cases the accents are missing. Oui. So for example, the fourth sentence, à la cantine, a comes with an accent. Oui. And so this is actually a normal conversation between two friends, two classmates, right? Ajit and Joseph. Okay, Ajit and Joseph are having a small conversation. Okay, so in school. So we'll go for it. Right, we'll go for the translation now. Dialogue A, dialogue A. So Ajit, le professeur n'est pas dans la classe d'histoire. It's a question. C'est une question, which means, so the teacher is not in the history class. Okay, so the teacher is not in the history class. Intonation. Okay, question mark. So the teacher is not in the history class. Okay, so it's not like our school. Okay, so there in France, normally the students will be going to the other classes. The teachers, they won't be going to the classes. Okay, the students will be going to the other classes. Okay? So in some cases, but so now second one, non, il n'est pas là. Joseph says non, il n'est pas là, which means no, he is not there. He is not there. So I repeat, Ajit, the teacher is not in the history class. Joseph, no, he is not there. Ajit, qu'est-ce qu'on fait alors? Qu'est-ce qu'on fait alors? So what do we do then? Okay, Ajit is asking, what do we do then? Okay, so if the teacher is not in the class, okay, so here actually we'll be sitting in our class, right? But they can roam around. Okay, they can roam around. So qu'est-ce qu'on fait alors? So what do we do then? So Joseph says, Joseph, on va à la cantine. On va à la cantine. So Joseph says, we go to the canteen. Okay, we go to the canteen. So Ajit, d'accord. Okay, so d'accord, which means agreed or okay. Okay, okay. Ajit says okay. Then, so on their way, okay, on their way, Joseph is saying, hey, voilà, une nouvelle étudiante. Hey, there. Okay, hey, there, it's an expression. Hey, there. A new student. A new student. Une nouvelle étudiante, which means a new student. Ajit, quel est son nom? So Ajit is asking, quel est son nom? What is her name? Okay, so it's a bit inverse in English and French. Une nouvelle étudiante, which means a new student. Okay, there in English you can't find if it's like masculine or feminine. Okay? So here, quel est son nom? Here with this question you can't find it if it's masculine or feminine, but it's understood that because the previous sentence we are talking about une nouvelle étudiante, so it should be what is her name. Okay, her name, not what is his name. No, what is her name? Joseph, je ne connais pas son nom. So I don't know her name. So Joseph says, I don't know her name. So hope it's fine. I'll just read it once again, just in English. Dialogue A. Ajit, the teacher is not in the history class. Joseph, no, he is not there. Ajit, qu'est-ce qu'on fait alors? What do we do then? Joseph, we go to the canteen. Ajit, Okay, Joseph. Hey there, a new student. Ajit, what is her name? Joseph, I don't know her name. Oui. So we'll go to dialogue B now. Here it's very small. The dialogue B is very small. So dialogue B, we'll just read it once. Kaveri, tiens, qu'est-ce que tu fais? Rien, je regarde une annonce. Kaveri, quelle annonce? Rien, une jeune française cherche une correspondante indienne. Kaveri, c'est intéressant. Okay, so here it's actually a conversation between two friends, Kaveri and Ria. Okay, so that's a common conversation. It's a normal conversation about a small ad, okay, an announcement. An announce means an ad, an advertisement. Oui, an announcement or an advertisement. An announce means. So, je cherche une correspondante. It's actually the lesson's name. Hope you remember. Je cherche une correspondante. It's the lesson's name. So, which means I'm searching for a pen friend. I'm looking for a pen friend, which means like you want to exchange messages and so on. So that's what pen friend means. Une correspondante means. So we'll go for the translation now. So Kaveri, tiens, qu'est-ce que tu fais? So tiens, it's an expression, okay, the verb tenir. So tiens, which means hey, okay, hey or there, okay, there, what you're doing? So hey, what you're doing? So Ria answers, je regarde une annonce. So I am looking at an advertisement. I am looking at an advertisement, or I am saying an advertisement. Kaveri, quelle annonce? So what advertisement? What ad? AD, just AD or advertisement. If you know the spelling, you can write. So Kaveri, quelle annonce? What advertisement? Ria, une jeune française cherche une correspondante indienne. Une jeune française cherche une correspondante indienne. So a young French girl, okay, a young French girl. So française, it's a French girl, feminine. Okay, so a young French girl is looking for a Indian pen friend. Une jeune française cherche une correspondante indienne, which means a young French girl is looking for an Indian pen friend. A young French girl is looking for a Indian pen friend. So Kaveri, c'est intéressant. So it's actually HMM in English. C'est intéressant. It's interesting. Okay, it's interesting. So it's actually to develop their knowledge in their language. Okay, so to develop the knowledge in the language and the culture. So they'll be having French, some pen friends. Okay, so voilà. So that's it. And as I told you, the dialogue C, the C, it's actually a letter. It's a bit big, so we'll do it the next class. Okay, we'll do it the next class. Voilà. So hope you write this neatly, correctly in your classwork. Okay, see you guys. Yep, take care.